the Mossad, the KGB, about Judaism in Russia. But I want to begin with a story. About 20 years ago, I was in Tel Aviv in a memorial for the Rebbe, 30 days after Gimel Tammuz, after the Rebbe's passing. And the keynote speaker was Yitzhak Shamir, who was then the former Prime Minister of Israel. And he got up and he said something very interesting. He said that he was a member of the Mossad for many years, and the Mossad started coming to Russia in the 1950s, they discovered there was already a secret underground network in place. It wasn't an underground network run by the Russian government, because by the Israelis, it was an underground network run by Chabad. That same system that had been established by the Rebbe in the early 20s continued on all throughout the communist period. And when the Mossad comes to Russia, and how did they come? As the Israelis opened up in the diplomatic corps in Moscow, etc., and they opened up an embassy, they made a decision, a conscious decision, that they would run an underground network in Russia. Now, this underground network was run by a division of the Mossad, which is also in the Prime Minister's office, called the Shkata Kesher, which means the Office of Connection. By the way, the same Lishkata Kesher was the same organization that ran Pollard here in the United States, the same division of the Mossad. What we don't know about the Chabad system in Russia from the Chabad side, we know about it from the other side. We know a little bit from the Chabad side. Most we know is from the testimonies and the accounts written by members of the Israeli Secret Service, because the Chabad side, everything was a total secret. Nothing was done publicly. Everything was done four eyes in the Rebbe's office. The Rebbe's secretaries knew nothing about what was going on. Nobody knew anything. Everything was an absolute secret. And a lot of those people that were involved in the process are no longer in this world. So Lebanon now, every Friday in the bathhouse they meet, letters and communications and things that need to come from Russia to go to New York to ask the Rebbe questions are sent through the Israeli government in the diplomatic pouch. And this process goes on for years, until 1967. The Israeli government is the conduit for books, for materials. They're shipping in stuff, they're doing things, and they're working quietly together. What did Lebanon say? He said that this was a system that was nothing like they had. It was in every city and every town. It reached into the communities one after another. And it was really an amazing system. The Mossad's cooperation with the Rebbe continued in Russia in many different kinds of ways, even afterwards it continued much further on. After 1967, when the Israelis lost the embassy because diplomatic relations were closed between Russia and Israel, he says the Rebbe had a better system of intelligence in Russia than we did.